Okay. Now, let me ask you the same question over again. The video cut off. This is part 2. What's your name, brother?
I'm Kevin.
What's your name? Kevin Green. Why are you two brothers looking like that and pushing these baskets?
Because we have been closed out of getting housing. We had low-income housing, and we both have 2 evictions. In the process of having 2 evictions, there was no one to even rent us anything because it put a mark on us where we can't rent anything, right? So therefore, we're put on a scale where we have to be homeless or to go into a shelter, in which we're not raised that way, right? So we would rather sleep on the street. And we carry all our belongings with us, and until things change, we're still black and discriminated upon, and we can't get housing, in which we should get it because we're human beings and we're United States citizens. And African American, I feel, is a discriminating thing that they're doing because it's not against everyone. I see it against me because the same apartment I had, someone else has a different nationality has that apartment now.
So when you say me, you saying blacks?
I'm saying, yeah, blacks.
Okay, cool. Sometimes you got to tell the truth.
Yeah.
You see this lady right here? She's Latino. She's Hispanic. That's the new workforce.
Yeah.
That's the new face of the minority.
Yeah.
So therefore, in order for them to get stronger and wealthier, they have to push us out. And it's not them pushing us out.
No, they're not.
It's the system. No, they work with the system.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to get pushed out.
Yeah.
So it's a twofold system now, right? Yeah. You got the Mexican, the Latinos, the Hispanic pushing themselves into a system. That means somebody got to get pushed out. And their babies got to survive. Their grandkids got to survive. And they're not doing it because you're black. They're doing it because they need to survive.
Yeah.
And you the group that has been marked to be pushed out around the world.
Yeah.
So, your name is Kevin, right?
Kevin Mary.
So here it is, family. I said to Lower African Mind. Kevin said the discrimination. They have always discriminated. Freedom was not part of the process. Freedom was not part of their plan. We were separated and we had to build our own. We had to take care of our own. We got integrated and everything is Jesus this, Jesus that. It's time for us to lift ourselves up and realize that, like Ronald Reagan said, we don't need to ask the system to do anything for us, but we need to do all we can for each other. In the name of our ancestors, for the brothers and sisters that's here right now, and for our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. What'd you say, brother?
Why did you say Ronald Reagan?
Ronald Reagan, when he came to office, he told the African Americans, right, in his State of the Union speech, right, in 1980, and nobody paid attention to it, right? He said they placed $200 billion in the Department of Interior, right, for the African Americans to pull out if they want to get their own preservation. A preservation is not a part of the urban plight, and it's not a reservation. It's some land that you can get from the federal grant in the Department of Interior to create your own city and your own lifestyle, right? Because what you're saying, that you are a people who come from somewhere else and you need to preserve your ways, okay? And inside the inner United States, right, you're not a part of it. They don't want you a part of it, right? And they don't want you to go back to Africa. What they said, they'll set some money aside if you can get your mind together, get your engineering and your architect and your curriculum, right? Get you an infrastructure, and you can get this money and have a preservation in part of the Department of Interior. Like the Indians have a reservation. That means you have to govern yourself, you have to police yourself, right? But you're on a preservation. You're being preserved because you're a small remnant, right? And then you have to break yourself up in little pockets. Meaning you have to build your own lines of communications. You would have to make your own agriculture. But also, it would have isolated you with the National Guards and the Army and the Navy could have surrounded you, and the Air Force, right? They could do intel on you because you would have been isolated, all right? So you have to look at it. It would have been a place where they could destroy you at quick too. All right, brothers and sisters, we got to come together. We got to find some solutions. We are in some real times. This is going on Richmond, Oakland, any urban area. They're gentrifying us so we can't get together in masses, and they're pushing us out, right? That we lose our minds, we lose our spirituality, our health goes down, our hygienes go down, our will to be a people go down. And they got us on such an individual level that we can walk right past each other and don't even recognize each other. This is Brother Aijalon, King Aijalon, the ANSUBU, Nuwakimama, Anuka Rasan, Hotep.
Thank you.
Can I get a Hotep from y'all, brother?
Yes, sir.
Black Power.
Yes, sir.
Black Power.
Put it up.
Can I hear you say Black Power?
Black power.
Black power.
Okay, Black Power.
Black power.